Hey everybody, I'm back. It's Nicole, Buckeye Stitcher. I'm here to do my August update. Like it's been a while since I have done this. It's only been about a month. I think this is going to be a short one. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to show. And I'm also suffering from severe allergies, so you're going to hear some coughing and throat clearing that I have no control over. But Joan, hi Joan, I'm here, I'm live. Thanks for checking on me. Everything's good. First, I want to start with a couple housekeeping issues. Apparently in my last video, when I was talking about my retreat and got super excited, I said that the retreat was in Hocking Hills. It is not in Hocking Hills. It is in Houston Woods. A number of people reminded me that we were not going to be in Hocking Hills. I mean, I might go to Hocking Hills, but no one else is going to be stitching there, so I might as well go to Houston Woods. So our retreat for the Keepsakes Stitch Away retreat in January of 2018 is in Houston Woods, which is in Southwest Ohio. If you've not been to a retreat and you're in the area, we want you to come. If you're not in the area and you want to come to a retreat, you are welcome to come. I will put the Keepsakes information below at the bottom, so you can contact Barbara or Lynn or Joe at the shop and get some information about coming to the retreat. The second thing was when I uploaded my video last month, I accidentally uploaded part of what I had deleted from a previous video, and I had some computer issues with my phone not talking to my computer. I thought my video uploaded, so I sent the wrong video to YouTube. So for the few people that watched it, it probably made no sense because it was just a clip from stuff I had taken out that I wasn't planning on putting in after all. So two people actually commented on it, and because I deleted the video after they commented, I couldn't go back and make comments. So for those two that made comments, I apologize, I haven't responded to you, but YouTube won't let me. Thanks for watching, even though it probably made no sense. It was a funny story. I may share it later. So that's why my last video for July said the real July video, or the real number 9, whatever it said, because I uploaded for about an hour a video that was not meant to be uploaded. So, okay, got everything under control there. Let's start with finishes. I have 2 finishes, which is a lot for me in 1 month. The first was this little ornament by Hands On Design called Be Merry. It's stitched on Weeks Dye Works. I think this is called Gunmetal. It's whatever the pattern calls for. Really cute. I think the last time I showed this, I had like this stuff done. Like you couldn't even tell what it was or what direction it was going. But I love these. They go pretty quick, even though there's lots of white. I like them a lot. So that's 2 of 9. There are 9 in the series. I've done 2. The other finish I had, so if you remember the Snowflower Diaries calendar Sal, oh, it's really dark in here. I changed where I'm sitting, same room, just a different angle because I'm trying to catch some of the light, natural light. It's later in the day than I normally do my videos, so even though it's still pretty sunny out, I'm not getting as much light in here as I would like. But anyways, I'm doing this Snowflower Diaries calendar Sal. I'm not doing every month. I'm not doing February, I'm not doing August and September, so I was using those months to kind of get caught up because out of the ones I have done, I've only finished 1, and not even on time. So I finished April. Really, really cute. I worked on May, but I don't like what I worked on. It was late, and I was tired when I did it, and so I'm going to take it out and start over. So those are my 2 whole finishes. So let's cross that off the list. I do have some progress to show. So in keeping with the Snowflower Diaries theme, I'm working on June. This is what June will look like. The bear is really, really cute. Who knew a beehive could be so cute when stitched? But it's really stinking cute. So that's as far as I've gotten on June. The bear is so chubby, adorable, but the beehive is really, really cute. And the thing about the beehive, I didn't think that that color, when I took it out of the floss box, was really going to be a beehive color. There, let's show it. How about that? But when it's stitched up with all the other colors on this fabric, the designers know what they are doing, don't they? So that's my progress on that. And then on my Ebenezer's Christmas, which I'm stitching for my sister, I don't have a ton of progress, but I have started this 3 times, so keep that in mind. First I started on one type of fabric and then decided to start it on this fabric, and then I decided to change the red, so I had to take the Christmas out. So this word Christmas has been stitched 3 times, but this is as far as I've gotten on Ebenezer's Christmas by Erica Michaels. And I have really enjoyed all the comments that you guys are leaving about how much you love this and that you've bought it or decided to start it because I've showed it, because I really like it a lot too. So this is on Picture This Plus Legacy. It's 32 count. So I ended up doing ruby slippers, which, did you know that there are 2 ruby slippers? One is ruby slipper and one is ruby slippers. One is one is Classic Colorworks and one is another one. I did buy the one I didn't have just to say I bought it, but it's going to be too red. I'm not going to do this a 4th time. Don't worry, nobody panic. But when I got it home and compared it to the other ones, it's still too red. Here, Classic Colorworks Ruby Slippers with an S is a really nice red, but it's going to be too red for the tones I'm going for with this one. The color I'm actually using is Gentle Art Ruby Slipper, no S at the end. So it's just a much more muted. It goes better with the green and the fabric. Here's the 2 together. Yeah. So anyways, this is as far as I've gotten. So ruby slipper instead of the schoolhouse red, juniper instead of seaweed. So this is seaweed, but the darkest part of seaweed looks really close to the lightest part of juniper, so I think I might keep all this. Everything else I've changed out. So I need to get this. September's coming very, very quickly. I can't believe summer's over already. Well, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, summer's over already. But I need to get this going. So this is the first panel, so I almost have the first panel done. This actually goes in the second panel, so I'm getting there. And then I had a new start because I joined the Silver Needles, what is this called? Stitching Circle. It's called A Little Help from Our Friends Stitching Circle. This is the 3rd year that they've done it. There are 5 different designers that partake in this, and it's a kit basically. And I was a little hesitant to do it because I've joined 3 like secret stitch along club things, whatever they're called. I can't think of the word right now, and been disappointed every time, unfortunately. But there were, so of the 5 designers, there were 3 that I really like their products. One was Heartstring Samplery. Hold please. Who is this? Heartstring Samplery is the first one. Hands-on Design and Blackberry Lane Designs. I really like her stuff, even though I've never actually stitched anything. I have a number of her patterns. I like her stuff a lot. And then there's 2 others that I can't remember right now. So there's 5 in total. They started in August, and I think they come every other or every 2 months until April of next year. So the first one was by Heartstring Samplery called F is for Friend. That's really cute. So it includes the pattern, it includes the floss, it includes these rings if you want to finish it like this, or I suppose you could just use the rings to hold floss. So here's all the floss, and there's plenty of floss. I mean, you could stitch this twice. So there's all the floss. This is my adorable little Keepsakes thread keeper. This was one of the gifts that was included in the retreat for 2014. I did not go this year because I was too cool for school. Actually, I was too scared to go because I didn't know anybody. But anyway, so this is all the floss that came with it. The pattern, the fabric, which is 32 count Picture This Plus linen, Picture This Plus Legacy linen, which is what I'm using on the Christmas one, but this one looks a lot more green, so I need to double check that it actually is Legacy. And then a needle was included, this cute little pen marker, which kind of goes with the theme of the design, and this little scissor fob, which is the pattern shrunk down. I'm not really much into using scissor fobs, but I wonder if I could make this into a needle minder or if it would be too heavy. Anyways, really cute. Take it out so you can see it without the glare. Okay, so this is as far as I've gotten. I just started it a couple days ago. But see how much more green that looks? That's 32 count Legacy. That's 32 count Legacy. Let's check it right now. Let's see. Yep, 32 count legacy. I don't know if I would like legacy much if it was always green like that. It doesn't look as green in real life as it does here, but it definitely has more green tone to it than this one. Unless I'm completely wrong and have forgotten that this is not legacy, I'm pretty confident that this is legacy. I took the tag off. Oh well. So there is F for friend. And I think that this is a whole series of alphabet. This heart swing sampler, I think it's a whole series. And included with the pattern was the whole alphabet and all the numbers. So you can make it say whatever you wanted. What's with all the ums today? I feel like I haven't done this in forever. Maybe it's because of all the allergy nonsense, all the drainage. Gross. Okay, so that's my progress. That's it. And then I had one other purchase. I'm supposed to be doing Stitch from Stash. I'm not counting that Circle Stitching Friends Circle Club thing because I had signed up for that before June and they charge you each month when they ship the kit. So by my standards of not really belonging to Stitch from Stash and playing by the rules, that doesn't count. The only other thing I bought was this kit, and I blame this on Andrea at I Heart Cross Stitch because I went back and watched all her videos from the beginning to the end, and in one of the, she stitches massive stuff. If you have not watched I Heart Cross Stitch, go watch her. She stitches massive things, and I don't know that I would always want to stitch massive things, but I am intrigued by the idea. I just don't know if I could do it, but I like to watch all the stuff that she shows. But in one of her videos, she was showing a Dimensions kit, or any kit really, I suppose. I think it was a Dimensions because she said, if you've never done a kit, the Dimensions ones are really good. Start with a small one, start with a petite if you want. And I said, okay, Andrea made me do it. So I bought this on eBay because it's Christmas, winter scene, I guess, technically, but you know, obviously, cardinals. No, I have not started it. She recommends changing this Aida out for another fabric, whether it's different Aida or even weave or whatever. I haven't stitched on Aida in probably 15 plus years, so it's all the same to me. This feels really stiff. She said she doesn't like it because she feels like they don't give you very much. So this is supposed to be a 5x7 when it's finished. So I don't know if I'm gonna switch it out or not. Like I said, I don't really know the difference. The holes are pretty decent size. I kind of feel like since it's the first time I've stitched on Aida in so long, I probably should just use it, but we'll see. 5x7. 5x7. Yeah. Okay, so is that it already? Progress. Hi to Joan Clark. Oh no, two more things. So I have a plea. I follow Shazie Z. If you have not watched her on Flosstube, she's hilarious. I think part of why she's funny is just the things that she says are so different from the words that we use in the States. So I don't think she's always trying to be funny, but she sounds funny to me. She's got a mess of cats that live in her house, but she does, she works quickly, and she's a model stitcher for some of the UK magazines. But she is currently stitching a pattern from a calendar that I believe came out of the World of Cross Stitch calendar for 2017. So it came out in 2016. And it's all kind of cartoony animals, but they're not super crazy cartoony. And one of them that she's stitching right now is three foxes, and it's adorable. And I've seen other people stitching it. I think Mumula stitched it, maybe. I love it, and I cannot find that on eBay or Amazon. I don't necessarily want the whole calendar, I just want the foxes. So if anybody knows where I can buy that calendar, or if you have it and you're done with it and you want to sell it to me, I will buy it. But those little foxes are so stinking cute. There's also a little Cavalier King Charles puppy in there that I've seen that's really cute, and I think a duck. I don't know if I've seen all of it to know if I want to stitch anything more than the foxes, but the foxes are really adorable. So if anybody knows about where to get that, or if I'm wrong and it's not World of Cross Stitch, let me know, please. And then finally, last video I showed the fabric that was Here Comes Santa Claus on the music sheet, and you can, it's an Etsy shop, you buy the pattern separate from that music sheet fabric, but she's got other music sheet fabrics that you can buy patterns for or just stitch whatever you want on it. She recently released a new fabric for Halloween, and I will try to insert a picture here. From her Etsy shop. I think it's called the Raven, but it's really, really cool to stitch Halloween on. And I believe she has a pattern that goes on it, but there's probably plenty of things that you guys that love Halloween could find to stitch on that fabric. It's really, really cool. So I will link her below as well, and hopefully I was able to get that picture inserted, because if not, then all that was wasted. So check her out. You do wait a while to get the fabric, so if you're gonna order it, find out what the turnover time is if you're looking to get it before Halloween, because she creates all that fabric as it's ordered. But she has a number of projects that involve printed fabrics. I think one is the Declaration of Independence, Amazing Grace I mentioned last time, that Here Comes Santa Claus. Really, really cool stuff, so check her out. I think that's it. My plans for September are to work on the Ebenezer's Christmas and to keep getting caught up with the Snowflower Diaries, Joyful World Sal, and continue with the ornaments that I started for Mania. So the one that I showed, the hands-on design, was one of the ones that I started for Mania. So I think I started 7, I finished 2. That's the failing grade. So I need to get going on another ornament. I think that's it. This is a super short video. I'm sure that after I upload it, I'm going to remember 14 different things I wanted to say, but right now I have nothing. I even made notes, and yep, that's everything. So anyways, if you want to come to our retreat in Houston Woods, Pam and Steph, I said Houston Woods, not Hocking Hills, call Keepsakes and get signed up. It's lots of fun. I think that's it. See you next month. Bye. Nope, that's not it. I know I forgot something. Lana at Till the Last Stitch passed the stash to me. So if you have not watched Lana, go watch her videos so you can see this piece finished. I'm going to show the pattern because it's huge and the copyright is 1981. So you're not going to be able to copy anything from this. But it's Merry Christmas. It's super beautiful. She finished it and had it fully framed, and it looks amazing. So if you have not watched Lana at Till the Last Stitch, go watch her. I don't remember what videos she showed that Merry Christmas in, so just go watch all of her videos because she has wonderful finishes and wonderful stories, and she's just adorable. She passed me that, and then she included this too, Mr. and Mrs. So thanks, Lana. I appreciate you sending these patterns up to me. Hope that you guys have a great rest of August, and I'll see you at the end of September. Bye.